Okay, to first find your ellipses in standard form, you need to find your center. Your center would be of the numerator, which is 0, 0. After you find 0, 0, you need to plot it on the graph. Once you plot it on the graph, you need to find your vertices. To find your vertices, it would be the larger number. And since the larger number is 25 and the square root of 25 is 5, your vertices would be 0, 5, and 0, negative 5. And since it's on the y, you plot it on the y-axis. So you go up 5 and down 5. Once you find the vertices, you need to find the co-vertices. And since that is 16, the square root of 16 is 4. So your co-vertices would be negative 4, 0, and 4, 0. Once you find that, you plot it on the x-axis since the numerator is x above 16, and you move right 4 and left 4. After you find that, you need to find the foci. To find the foci, you do 25 minus 16, which is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. So your foci would be up 3 and down 3. And when you plot that, you get 0, positive, negative 3. And that would be your answer.
You know, I like it.
Okay, for this problem, first you find your center point, which would be 2 and 0. And then you come over and you plot. After you find your center point, you find your vertices. And to find your vertices, you take the square root of the larger number, which is 25. The square root of 25 equals 5. And your vertices go right along with your center point. So, with that being said, your vertices are 2, 5, 2, negative 5. And after you find your vertices, you identify your co-vertices, which is from your smaller number. So, the square root of 4 equals 2. That's left and right of your center point. Not yet. And then you connect your line. And then you identify your foci. To find your foci, you subtract 25 from 4, which gives you 21. Then you take the square root of 21, which equals 4.58, or approximately 4.6. To find your foci on your graph, you go up and down 4.6 from your center. So that's about right in here. About right there. And the coordinates for that will give you from 4.6 to negative 4.6. And that's how you solve ellipses.
In this problem, you will learn how to graph an ellipse. First, you have to find your center, which in this one, since this one is not just by itself with 0, you have to figure it out since you have two different numbers. The center point will be, for x, it will be positive 4, and for y, it will be positive 2 since they are both negative. So then you plot that point on the graph. Always identify your points as well when you're graphing. Now you have to find your vertices, and to find your vertices, you always look for the bigger number. In this case, the bigger number is 16, so you take the square root of 16, which equals 4. So now that you know the square root of 16 equals 4, from the center point, you go left and right 4. Right here. And those are your vertices. So you write it down, and it's going to be 0, 2, and 8, 2. Next, you have to find your co-vertices, which is always the smaller number. In this case, the smaller number is 4, so you take the square root of 4, which equals 2. So now, from the center point, you're going to go up and down 2. Your points for your co-vertices are 4, 4, and then 4, 4. Now you can connect the points on the graph. In this case, this one is a horizontal ellipse. Now you have to find your foci, which is you take the bigger number and subtract it from the little number. In this case, it will be 16 subtract 4, which equals 12. You have to take the square root of 12, which equals 3.5. Now you go, since this one is a horizontal, you go left and right 3.5. Which is right here. And the other one is right here. And then you plot it and you identify what it is, which is your foci. So your points for your foci is 0.5, 2, and 8.5, 2.
Okay.
And